Did you sneak in here and put it in the closet?
Whoa! Suck. That's probably
that.
Whoa! Why are you smelling the shoe?
They look cool.
They do look cool.
I'm gonna try them on.
Good job, dear. What was
Thanks, Dad.
He had to say it into the book.
From 1 to 10, how well do you think your dad did this year for your birthday? 11?
He had to spend over $100. I might as well rank it over 10.
Oh, okay.
What was that?
Looks cool.
Look up the.
One. So we're with CJ today. It's your birthday. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna play a game with you about Did You Know? So let's see. Can you answer the questions? Do you know the answers? Because at 12, you feel like you've grown most days. So we're gonna test your knowledge about who you are. Yes. All right. Here we go. Where did your name come from?
CJ comes from my dad's name and your cousin's name. And he died from cancer, but he was a very good man and he respected everybody, treated them well, and believed in God.
And he was a very good person. He was the ideal, almost big brother type. He was a very good person. I can't stress that enough. He was genuine. He was one of a kind. He was what?
Role model?
He was a role model. I think if you knew him, you would think, wow, that's a really cool guy. I've always told you about him, and I make sure I let you know who he is as a person, your cousin CJ. I wanted to share with you this birthday about the moment that I told him that I was going to name my first son CJ. So we were standing at the gate of the center that I worked at for children. We were both working together, and at this point he was carrying like a book bag that would allow him to drink water anytime he wanted to.
A Camelback?
I guess it was something like that. He had started to seem weaker because for a while he was getting better, and then he had started to seem weaker, and we were just sitting at the gate or standing at the gate talking. Because he used to talk to me about just normal. He was a very deep thinker. Like he didn't like wasting time on regular things, but he was just talking. He had told me about the girl that he liked at the time, and I still remember her. If I saw her, I would know who she was. But I told him, I was like, you know what, your name is very nice. And I repeated his name over and over again, and I was just like, you know what, I think I'm gonna name my son after you. And when he heard that, I don't know what he thought. I don't know what he thought at the time, but I really genuinely just thought he has a great name. And I liked it so much. But when I told him that, and then I took it seriously, but when he actually passed away, that's when I was like, okay, I'm really going to do this. If God blesses me with a son, I'm going to name him after this person because I look up to him very much. So, what qualities about your father do you hope you take on as a man?
I want that low voice tone.
Okay.
I also want his belief in respect and his belief in working. It's a lot of things.
Do you want his dance moves? I know that was deep, but you need to know that you have a great name from your father, one, and from your cousin. Alright, funny story. I was pregnant with you, and me and my sisters, because we sung a lot, we opened up for a famous gospel singer called Stephen Hurd, or he's a well-known gospel singer called Stephen Hurd. While singing, he comes up on stage. We stop the song after it's over, and he turns around and he tells me to come forward. And I come to him, and he said, you have stood up this entire time singing praises to God, and you're with child. Like, not one time are you reaching for water, not one time are you tired. And he stood up on stage and he blessed you while we were on stage. And he said that you would be a person that would not be ashamed to praise God, and that you would be a person that brought forth the good news. And that's what you are. Wow, you know, I'm not big on fame and people, but I do love a blessing. Hey, speak a blessing on me, I will take it. I'm not gonna be picky. Just make sure it's a blessing. And at the end of the show, before the show was over, a man was standing in the crowd that said he was a prophet. And after the show, I didn't know what you were, but I believed that God was going to give me a son. Like, I really firmly believe that God has said he was going to give me a son. Yes.
I know this story.
What's the story?
So the story is that when the prophet came to you, he said you're going to have a girl. And then you strongly and firmly believed that God told you that you were going to have a son. Mm-hmm. And so you said right there in his face, no, I'm going to have a boy.
Yes.
And then he said, no, you're going to have a girl. And you stopped at one point, I believe. And
well, I didn't stop. He said, no, you're going to have a girl. And people were amazed. They were like, oh, is she really standing here in front of this prophet telling him he's going to have a girl? Telling him she's going to have a boy, and he's telling her? Like, he's a prophet. But I firmly believe what God told me. And so I stopped him and I said, listen, I know how we can solve this. You give me your phone number and I can call you when I go to the doctor and they tell me it's a boy. And they just, like, he looked at me in belief, and then he started laughing, and then he walked off, and that was that. But I never did get his number. But, you are the evidence. Yeah, you are the evidence. It's a boy. All right, so there's another person that's well known in the Christian world that was also present in your life, was Dwayne Woods. Dwayne Woods is also another singer. He sung at your christening, and I thought, wow, because I didn't know a christening is when you bring a child before God and you sort of say, God, thank you for blessing me with this child. I give him back to you. Like, everything I'm going to do in my life is going to make sure that this child is molded and ready to pursue what you would have them to do.
I've heard about in the Bible before.
Yes, they do. So Dwayne Woods sung at your christening. I didn't know it. I didn't orchestrate it that way. All things work together. That's the way it happened. But did you know that?
Yes.
So I got some personal questions for you. So you wanted to, there was one person in particular from the past that you wanted to look like. Who was that? Who's that?
Actor of Black Panther.
Yeah,
yes, Chadwick Boseman, and someone else though. Starting with an F.
I don't know anybody's name who starts with an F.
You said you were trying to look like Frederick Douglass.
Oh, yes.
So what was it about Frederick Douglass? How can you forget? Oh, this is what 12 looks like. So what about Frederick Douglass do you like? What about him do you want to take on for yourself?
His broad spectrum of words and descriptive words that he uses to describe his life.
Okay, so today you took a photo shoot. And I do photo shoots every birthday because I want to show growth. So ever since I think you were like 7, we started with your photo shoots, and each year we get to see how much you grow. And this year, I must say, you started looking like a little bit like a teenager once you sat up straight. You were looking like a teenager. Anything else you want to leave with the viewers about your birthday this year? Or
I'm turning 12.
You're not turning.
I am 12.
Yes.
And I really like it. Please like and subscribe the video so you can get all of our new videos. Yes. But please put in the comment section below what you'd like to see for our next video. And who knows, it might come out.
Oh. So the kids have been working more and more on videos, learning background, learning the jobs. And they are really coming up with some great ideas. We're hoping to break forth a new video. We hope you like this video, and we'll see you guys later. It's time to celebrate.